welcome to East Coast Reviews. Today, we're doing another episode of Rate That Beer. This is episode 51. We totally did not just mess up and start a live stream with no audio. And I totally didn't open this can already. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we had some audio issues, so we had to restart the stream. We're doing Rate That Beer. I got 3 beers tonight. Some pretty cool breweries. I do want to say we got a beer by Mighty Squirrel Brewing Company, and I have had, last time I reviewed one of their beers was like, I think 7 years ago from 2017. They were doing like some sport protein beers, and I remember really enjoying them. But yeah, that was a while ago, and that was like kind of my introductory to craft beer. But for tonight, we got Cloud Candy, Double Dry Hop New England IPA, Mighty Squirrel Brewing Co. It says Brewing Tap Room, 411 Waverly Oaks Road, Waltham, Mass. Or Waltham, however you pronounce it. If you want to check them out, you go to mightysquirrel.com. Celebrate mighty moments. We do got a good date. We'll have to show the date after. Can we get it? Can we kind of see it? No, probably not. It's going to spill everywhere. But we do got a date of 1/8/24, so pretty fresh, a little bit more than a month old. We already got poured up in this glass. Looks really nice. We got a nice hazy golden orange color. There's a lot of sediment, lots of stuff floating around in there. Some effervescence. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of a head on here. There we go. It does kind of have like a cloudy, not cloudy, a cloud looking head. Nice foamy white cloud head. Looks pretty good. About a finger. Nice hazy golden orange. Looks nice and hop saturated. Let's go for the nose. Definitely get a lot of grapefruit and lemon. Kind of lemon, lime, orange. Lots of citrus aromas. A little bit of mango. It's got a nice hint of that pine hop resin. Very citrusy. It smells nice and fresh and floral. A little bit of breadiness in there as well. A little bit of sweetness from the malts. We got some people in the chat. Cheers, Kettleheads. Thanks for letting me know there was no sound on that other video. It's all right. We just started back up. And cheers, Mr. B's Homebrew and Beer Reviews. Cheers, bro. Yeah, this smells really nice. Like I said, it's a lot of grapefruit. I'm getting, that's mostly the dominant aroma. But that like touch of pine and the touch of malty sweetness really rounds out the nose. Kind of reminds me of some of the main beer company IPAs that I've had. Let's dive in and try it out. Cheers. Now the flavor is definitely a little bit different than the nose. The nose is more citrus forward. The palate is very subdued. It's got a very creamy mouthfeel. Lighter side of medium carbonation. Get a little bit of that acidity on the finish. Touch of bitterness, slightly drying, a little bit of astringency. Peach, pineapple. Maybe like a touch of berry note on the back end. Nice little breadiness in between as well. Cheers, Luke John. Thanks, bro. Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's I'm a little disappointed with the palate because the nose smells really nice. I think the aromatics from this beer definitely benefit from the freshness more so than the The palate's not really green though. It doesn't have any of that like hot burn, which is good for me personally. I'm not really big green, herbaceous. Even like some of the, like the garlicky, oniony notes you get in some of them are a little kind of throw you off a little bit, but I don't mind a touch of it. Like that Fiddlehead IPA, that is like so oniony, garlicky. That's really, really strong. This is definitely pretty subdued, laid back. It does have a nice clean finish. It's actually a little bit more filling than you would expect for a. So I'm just gonna say the ABV 6.5%. Definitely drinks like a bigger beer, bigger beer. It's got more of a mouthfeel to it, kind of along the lines of like something you would get out of like a double. Yeah, as you can tell, it's really hop saturated. There's a lot of sediment in there as well. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look this up. I wonder if that's. I hope that's like hop resin and not lactose, because if that's lactose, I'm in for a little bit of a treat there. Hello, Danny Tanner. Cheers, Uncle Jesse. Cheers. The thumbnail pick is sweet. Thanks, bro. Cheers, Jason. What's it, that the uncle's name on Full House? Uncle Jesse. Shit. I'm gonna look this up. So this is the regular Cloud Candy Double Drop New England IPA. It says tropical aromas and notes of papaya. Mango and starfruit. Tropical aromas and notes of papaya, mango, and starfruit dominate this juicy IPA. Taste the cloud. You guys want to know what clouds taste like? Well, here you can taste them. Bundled in each can are a few of our favorite things: friendship, sports, entrepreneurship, innovation, and fun. We hope you enjoy Mighty Squirrel and have many mighty moments to celebrate. Cheers, Naveen. And is that Henny? Henny. And brewed can by Mighty Squirrel and Waltham. It's IPA. Straight up single IPA. Cheers, everyone. We got 7 people watching. Yeah, we're gonna be probably just hanging out here till the whiskey examination. I did mess up and have to start again due to some audio issues, but it's all right. It's resolved. We're good now. All right, let's look this beer up. Mighty Squirrel Cloud Candy. Like I said, the ones that I reviewed a long time ago, I couldn't even really find them on the website or on Google in general. It's probably like the only person on the planet that reviewed them. I want to go to the website. I don't want Beer Advocate. Squirrel.com. Their tap room's really nice looking. Let's pull this up. Excuse me. That looks really cool. It's an awesome color scheme they got going. If I walked in, I'd be like, holy crap, this looks cool. They got the glass there with all the brewing equipment right next to the bar with the list. You see there's benches to the right there. You can go sit down, hang out. I don't know what to the left is. Maybe another bar or gift shop or something. I don't know. But yeah, that looks really cool. I do like it. 11. They're open till 11. Well, that's actually pretty good. Most breweries aren't open that late. Cool pictures. I'm guessing that's outdoors. That looks nice. Here's the Cloud Candy. Doesn't really tell you much, but I haven't seen these. The strawberry smoothie. I'd like to try that though. That looks good. This looks cool too. Cosmic Distortion. Let's see. Beer Finder shop. Beer to go. Let's go to Beer to go. Let's save. All right, we're on the same page. So here's Cloud Candy. Pretty much what I read already. Papaya, mango, starfruit. Cloud Candy balances a smooth and crisp finish. $15.20 for a 4-pack. Actually not bad. I think it was like $3.70 or something I paid for a can. So not bad. $15. And it looks like that. That's pretty cheap. That's like Julius. The amount of hop saturation. And then this is the one that BJ Drinks Beer was talking about. Double New England IPA, 7.8. 4th anniversary. Or 5th anniversary. Belgian Quad. West Coast. Pacific Coast Time. Never seen that before. Yeah, we don't actually, I don't see many of these. The Blueberry Lemonade Sour Face sounds really good too. Are you not having any guests tonight? Yeah, I am. I had, I put the link in the chat. The link is in the Google chat, Bobby. Cheers, dude. Pink Lemonade. That sounds pretty good too. Italian Pilsner, Light Lager, Watermelon. I'm a sucker for watermelon beers. They had like a whole. Let me go back. They had like a whole case of a watermelon beer the other day for like 20. It was like in craft beer cans, and it was like $20 or something, $24. And I was like, what is wrong with this? That they're. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I gotta put out the link again. Sheesh. I'll put it out right now. Let me hold on. Lots of technical difficulties tonight, so bear with me, people. All right, let's can we look at? Let's look at the merch. Here we go. Mighty Squirrel. Cool shirt. Oh yeah, that's right. They have this is really nice. I don't have a glass like this. I need a glass like that. I have that's like my Restall Craftmaster. I have like 2 of those. I have a Tiku, but it's off-centered. Belgian glass, that's nice. That's got a little bit different. See how this is kind of like it's got that little bit of that angle there. That one's like straight like that. That Belgian glass is really nice. I like that. I have a Stein. And I have a nice Treehouse Stein. I have canned glass. I got my long live one. But this is really cool. I was looking at this yesterday. This boot glass, 16.5 ounce boot glass with Mighty Squirrel on it. And it's only $20. Which is really cool. I might order that. Well, yeah, cheers everyone. Kind of all over the place tonight. It is what it is. I worked today, and I just got up from a nap, so I'm kind of out of it. So this beer's gonna have to wake me up. I do got some water. Stay hydrated. I got Bumpy in the basement. Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
So what happened was, right, I started my show and apparently I didn't reset the cable, and I didn't have audio when I started the first show. So I did I almost did the whole review without friggin' anybody being able to hear me. Kettleheads was like sound. I had to restart it. So it's all right though. This beer's not bad. I thought it was going to be a little bit more lighter than this. I didn't know that it was this. Like this has like chunks floating in it, dude. I don't know if you can see it. Let me phone up.
I've had cloud candy a few times.
See if we can get it to focus. See that?
Yeah. It's all collecting at the bottom, right? Like white residue.
Well, it's like all floating around the glass. They don't use lactose, right?
No, it's probably yeast.
Okay. Good, because if that's lactose, I'm screwed.
If it was green, kind of green in color, then it'd be like hop resin.
But you think that's yeast?
I think it's yeast. Yeah, if it's collecting as white on the bottom.
It's very weird.
Yeah, so they probably don't filter out their beers.
So you got a beer for us to review? I don't know if did you see the boot I showed?
Well,
oh, and we got Dan. Well, hi, Dan.
Yeah, Dan pops in and you went robotic.
Who went robotic?
Because Dan's wicked into AI.
I went robotic?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Anyways.
Well, cheers, guys. Hold on.
Josh's favorite brewery. I got Goose Island IPA.
I haven't had that in a long time.
9%. Hoppy, grapefruit, and refreshing. It's almost like Shredda's thumbnail, but different.
You're blurry, Bobby.
I know, because this camera's horrible.
That was pretty good, huh? You called me Danny Tanner.
There we go.
That was pretty good.
Back to a different color too.
Did you like my joke there? You called me Danny. My joke. You called me Danny.
Yeah. I did laugh. I was like, damn it, he got me. I didn't think of that.
What happened to Dan? Dan just shows up and then doesn't say anything. He turns the camera on. Well, good to see you, Dan.
Yeah, so we got the beautiful, clear Goose Island IPA. I hate this camera so much. It's got a kind of sudsy white head. It's a nice golden coloration, very clear, effervescent. There's some bubbles going up there. I'm going to have to mess with this damn camera.
It's probably your lighting.
Well, the lighting might be throwing it off, but I don't know. I even did the
probably
that light on back there, but no, I changed the setting of the lighting and all that stuff.
Are you sure you're not at a nightclub?
I'm not at a nightclub. Anyways, some aromas on this. Yeah, it's got a floral and kind of grapefruit like nose from a distance. Get in. So of course now I'm going to start getting stuffy again. What the hell?
Dan's on the highway.
Wow.
Dan, are you on the highway right now?
Yeah, it's more citrusy, grapefruity. There seems to be like almost a little bubblegum type note coming up too. None of that's mentioned on the can. That's just what I'm getting. They say it's just hoppy, grapefruity, and refreshing. I'm saying citrusy, grapefruity, bubblegummy, a bit from the kind of floral from from a distance. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Mm. Yeah, it's a light body. It's very crisp, drying beer. Good effervescence to it. I initially got hit with that bubblegum note right up front. It was like this kind of like slight pink bubblegum. And then it goes into, you start getting kind of citrusy, the grapefruit. It kind of finishes with, it could be, I think, construed as like a bit piney, but it is a little bit more towards like a grapefruit kind of the skin of the grapefruit. Bubblegum right again up front. Now it'd be one thing if I was just getting it on my palate, but I got it in the nose too. I mean, things that might affect what I was tasting would be like what I ate or what I drank recently. I had a Labatt Blue. That's not going to do much. But I did have some Guinness beef stew right before doing this. So, but at least I'm getting that in the nose too. So I'd say there's a pink bubblegum note. Other than that, it's pretty bright. Like I said, it's got some citrusy. It definitely goes grapefruit. Bitterness on this one is moderate. It does linger. It does build a bit on the finish, and just lingers on. It's very grapefruit rind to maybe even possible slight kind of what could resemble pine. So pretty crushable beer though, and at 5.9%, it drinks like a typical IPA. That's not a double. Cheers. That's all I got to say.
Cheers, Bobby. It's been a while since I've had that beer.
Get it fresh. That's the problem. I had to wait until they came out with a fresh pack. You get it fresh, it's so much better. Once this thing has like a couple months on it, it's not the same anymore. It starts to turn.
We used to have a Goose Island cooler at where I worked for like 5 years, and that thing broke like 6 times. It was always trying to fix it. But cheers, yeah. It's been a while. I don't know if I've seen that around here recently. Probably. I probably just haven't paid attention.
Yeah, they got them out in those 15 packs, you know.
Yeah.
You pay like $19 for a 15 pack. It's not too bad.
Yeah, that's straight. Well, cheers, Bubby. And cheers, Dan. What's up, dude?
Cheers.
Figured I'd hop on here since I won't be on the whiskey panel.
So all right.
I was unable to secure said bottle.
Unreal. Disappointed in you.
Yeah.
I could only get the handle. Disappointed in that.
No, just they had Evan Williams Black, they had Evan Williams Bottle Bond, they had Evan Williams Regular, they had Evan Williams Honey, they had Evan Williams Fireball, they had Evan.
Oh, that's the one we're doing. Evan Williams Fireball.
You can't imagine.
It is what it is. I wasn't going to travel to 5 different liquor stores to.
Yeah, it's all right.
You didn't want to go to the 5 boroughs?
No. I did go to the 5 boroughs for this bad boy, though. Other half, Southern Hopolistic. Sorry. It's by Southern Hopolistic. I mean, Kiwi, as Sammy would call it. Hopped with Motueka, Nelson Savan, and Whitey. It's a hazy IPA brewed with a hand-selected blend of hops, giving notes of tropical fruits, lime zest, and gooseberry. The best of Southern Hemisphere hops. 7.4 ABV, and Blue Dot canned on. Just Blue Dot.
It's YAT.
We'll see how this is. So I've had this before. Obviously, I've had pretty much every other half beer before, but I haven't had this one in a while. So, and plus they took out a hop. So they used to add Topaz to this, and Topaz is no longer in here. I don't know whether they couldn't get a good enough crop of it or if they felt it was better without it. We'll see. Yeah. Just get done eating dinner. Had some steak on the grill. So
Like, you didn't have Guinness steak?
No. We had I cooked some ribeyes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Super yellow. Super just like milky yellow. Looks like a other half IPA with Motueka. I gotta admit, I gotta find gooseberry. I'm sick of all, like, every time I have like Nelson or something, like, oh, gooseberry. I've never had gooseberry. Have you guys had gooseberry?
No, but if you went to Willy Wonka's and you licked the wall, you could find gooseberry there.
That's schnozberry, my friend.
Oh, shoot. That was wrong berries.
So there's a very so there is that lime zest, but I get that lemon lime Sprite thing. But as soon as you get through that, there's like a really kind of sweet confectionery kind of thing going on with it, and it transitions into like a very like sugary grape skin. Very just sweet and floral.
Like candy grapes?
Yeah, almost to that point. Yeah, not so much like your like white grapes or whatever, but yeah, cotton candy grapes. That's a good pull. And then there's also like this very weedy kind of malty flaked oat kind of base thing. I don't think it's got oats in it, but it's got like a flaked wheat. Like I can smell like the weedy kind of bready character. But yeah, it's just a little bit of grapefruit, but lemon lime all day. All right, cheers.
What are Tay-berries? Did Taylor Swift come up with those? Never heard of a Tay-berry.
All right, 7.4. Mouthfeel is really smooth with a touch of carbonation. Body's on the thinner side. Not quite full thin, but somewhere between thin and medium. But I can see where the mouthfeel makes up for it. So it makes it kind of crushable. Really sweet. Like it's like Kool-Aid kind of sweet.
Oh, yeah. What did you do if he just came through your wall?
Yeah. That's Macho Man. There is this kind of grassy bittering dryness to it on the back end, but it doesn't balance out the sweetness. It's really sweet up front and kind of transition to citrusy, sort of tropical, maybe a bit of like kiwi in there, but the sweetness kind of just runs wild like it's Hulkamania, you know. Just I've noticed that lately. A lot more of the other half beers are just they're coming off a bit more sweet than I appreciate. I really miss that kind of really balanced out bitterness, right?
Cool. Did they start brewing with tree beer tree, whatever? Beer tree is kind of sweet.
Like this is delicious, but I can see how somebody says this gets a bit cloying. Like this is almost sweeter than their Daydream series, which has oats and lactose. I don't know. It's really delicious. I mean, it's got Motueka, so I'm fucking loving the flavor, right? But that Waiiti, I think maybe that brings like this. Tanner said it the other day. There's a bit of bell pepper thing going on. Like maybe that's coming off with the grassiness, bit of bell pepper, I think, or some sort of in that vein. Maybe not. Maybe like an orange or red bell pepper. They can be just a little bit different than the green pepper, right? A little fruity almost. No, this is it's a great IPA, but it's just, it could be balanced more. if you're a fan of the bitterness and you're a fan of maybe a little bit less malty, I think you could find something different. But if you like those sweet kind of candy things, this almost has a taste of a triple, but the drinkability of like a higher single than a double, which is weird, but now that I'm saying it, but I don't know. Yeah, it's good. It gets your fixins. If you want those New Zealand kind of hop taste and characters, you get where you're going. But yeah, a little sweet overall for me. Still a really decent IPA in comparison to other beers, though. That's the thing. So, all right.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
I'm still finishing mine. But as far as the score, it's pretty good. Once you get towards the bottom, I mean, you get a little bit more of kind of the hop resin. Seems like it's a little bit more of that kind of slight stringency, bitterness. The flavors, wow, Dan, that's dark, huh? What lights you shut off? The softbox? Like mine's not. Is that? Do you have the same one as me? But you have two, right?
No, those are out in the studio.
Different. Oh, okay.
I have LED panels out here.
Oh,
in here.
Yeah, this is pretty good. It's just like it's a little. I don't want to say deceiving, but it's a little disappointing, I guess, because the aromatics are really, really, really good. It's like the aromatics that I would get like off of one of those main beer company beers, like one of the IPAs that they do. You know, where it's like super fresh malts and hops and just a bunch of like a bouquet of really good aromatics, and then the palate on this is just like super subdued. It's very lackluster, but it has a very nice mouthfeel. ABV is solid, and it's not burny. You don't get that like green hop burn for being only a. So this is from. I wasn't able to show it because I had already poured it. 1/8/24. So yeah, this is pretty solid. I mean, $15 for a 4-pack too is not bad for something like this. I'd recommend it. People like really, really want, really hop saturated New England IPAs, but they're expensive nowadays. So when you come across one like this and it's $15, I mean, can't really complain. Of course, it's no fight-ins, it's no other half, it's no hot butcher, but it's still a solid beer for the money for sure. So I appreciate the value of the product. And I believe these guys, like I said, these guys have been around for a good amount of time too. Dan, have you ever heard of a protein beer?
A protein beer?
Yeah.
I once saw one in a film called American Pie.
Yeah, well, I had
definitely created a protein beer.
I had two by this company in 2017.
I feel like maybe some people haven't seen that.
Yeah, I don't even know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Basically, he jizzed in a glass of beer and someone drank it.
Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah. Gooseberries generally work well with dark chocolate due to their tartness. Remember correctly, they're part of the same family as tomatoes. Nice.
I'll tell you what. Now that you say that, though, I guess on the back end there's
really, yeah. They didn't really. They're not really a thing nowadays, so I'm guessing it didn't turn out too well. I don't think really many people are expecting to get their protein while they're drinking.
Dan wants protein.
Oh. What you had other half, Dan?
Today?
What was the beer? I'm sure I didn't see the.
Oh, other half Southern Hopolistic.
Okay.
It's all New Zealand hopped.
So many friggin' other half beers. Can you even find their stuff on their website or no?
You're better off just searching on Tapped.
Yeah. What about? Is it new though?
No, it's been out for a long time.
Well, view all beers. Oh, they have a do you mean? Their website's actually not that bad. Look at this.
Oh, okay.
When was the last time you've been on their website? This is pretty cool. Looks good. All cans like this.
Filter and search.
Peanut butter and jelly crunchy. Pure PB&J Berliner Weiss. Come on. That sounds awesome.
Scroll down. It's probably there.
What was the PB&J beer I just had recently? I had some sour. What sour did I have the other day? I had it on someone's channel. I can't think of it. Berry marshmallow. Berry mallow. Granola. All right. What's the name of it again? Tall kiwi. Look at that.
Probably just do the filter and search thing. You'll be here forever looking up all the beers.
Style. It's an IPA, right?
Yep. Just go to ingredients. Tops. Do Nelson, Motueka, and White Tay.
That's really cool. This is next level.
There you go.
40 beers.
Oh, we're down to one. Can you filter by AVB too?
What the?
Oats? No.
Milk sugar?
Scroll up. What about series and Claire? What about series?
All the time?
Go to series.
Once in a while? Some of the time? Series? Where's that?
Right below it.
Oh. Oh, here we go. What's it called?
No.
Everything?
No, never mind. Just scroll. Go to the right side. You'll find it. You'll see it. It'll pop up.
It's like Peter Griffin trying to get the couch on the out of the. He's like, no, it's a lot.
Oh, only 2 pages. Right there it is.
Oh, nice. Plates on plates. What is that?
So that plates on plates is in reference to
Bagel and schmear.
The garbage plate, which is famous in Rochester here.
Oh, that's right. You said that.
Yep.
Vapor Rings is really good by them.
Yeah.
I know you guys talked about this one before, right?
Yeah.
Bagel and schmear. Wow, their website's really nice.
See, they say Topaz, but on the label, Topaz is no longer on the label. So I don't know if it's there or not.
Do you like these, Dan? You might also like cheddar.
Oh, cheddar's banging, dude.
How many locations do they have open now?
They have 5 ones that they brew out of, but there's, I want to say, like 8 locations altogether if you include all the tap rooms. Because they brew out of DC, FLX, Brooklyn, Domino Park, and Philly.
139 beers. That's crazy.
That's not even all of them. That doesn't even count all their collabs.
Not beer. They make wine. Cool. Well, we'll go back to this. I need to. Might need to speed this up a little bit. 7:50. I still have 2 beers to review. So yeah. I mean, we can say like this if you guys want to throw out a number for your stuff for your beers, and then give a little explanation on it. And I'll get ready and pour up my next beer.
Yeah, it still kind of does it. Yeah, I messed with my camera settings a little bit.
I don't think I gave a number
At
on
least
this.
it's not turning me bright pink.
I'm gonna go like 88 B+ for the cloud candy. Aromatics on there, phenomenal compared to the.
I like the Goose Island one here. I'd score this like a 40. I'd give it like a 42 out of 50. So if you want to call it like an 84, somewhere around there.
Nice.
I'm at like a 4.1 out of 5. 4.1 out of 5.
Dan, I watched I was able to watch one of your videos today.
I'm sorry.
I kept trying to watch other ones. The friggin' internet at that Walmart that I work at is terrible. It kept stopping.
You're doing your job, not watching beer reviews.
I had it in my headphones, Bumpy. Come on. Listening to it. It's funny, too, because Dan was like, in one of the videos, Dan was like, you don't even have to watch us. Just listen to us. And I was like, that's what I'm doing.
Exactly. I do that shit. Dude, I'll throw on beer reviews from everyone, and I'll just turn up my TV really loud.
There's no service.
As I'm cleaning the house or whatever.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. You can continue. You said 4.1. Why do you give it that?
It's okay. It's just I wish there was more layers. I wish it was a little bit more balanced.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't as sweet. I enjoy. That's the thing. Like, as much as I say I love like Motueka, I do enjoy the super grassiness that it can offer, along with that kind of lemon lime kind of aspect. I realize there's more than Motueka on this, but the Motueka seems more dominant than Nelson in this. Whereas Nelson, sometimes I love that kind of like cheddar farmhouse kind of funk that Nelson give. A lot of people don't like Nelson because it can be so funky like that.
Interesting question.
Yeah. Well, yeah, see, Siri agrees. But yeah, a lot of people like I have a friend that's like detests Nelson because they can't stand that kind of just cheddary funk that it can give. So yeah. Some more bitterness and funks.
Pulling up search history. Other half fanboy costume.
Goddamn right. One day I'll show you guys my tattoo.
Oh, really? Depends where it's
at.
I
got tramp stamp with the other half.
Okay. That's not too bad.
So next time, don't just take his shoes off. Take his pants off too, Tanner.
Ooh, boy.
It was a good deed, okay? I'm a good friend.
Yeah, I'm going to stop giving visual descriptions of my beer now. I'm just going to be like, it looks like this. So Dan has to watch.
At one point, I was like, what the hell are these guys talking about? You guys, that's what I was going to say. You might as well call it that. Because you were like talking about movies, and then you were talking about like something else.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit, yeah, they're reviewing the beer.
Well, yeah, dude. Well, that's the thing. I never once said. I've always said if you just want to like watch two people drink beers, that's what we do.
It's entertaining to hang out with you guys. That's why I watched the Speakeasy podcast, guys.
We literally reviewed a beer, and then halfway through the review, we started talking about the ultimate cheese sub and what should be on a cheese sub. That's what we do.
Sounds like
and then Dan just said you don't even need meat; you just do like a bunch of cheeses.
Fucking right.
That's a lot of cheese.
Just the cheese,
dude. A nice cheese sub with a grape crush.
Isn't that just a grilled cheese?
No, a cheese sub, bro.
It's a
you don't melt
cheese.
The cheese.
Oh, you use butter?
No
butter.
It's just the fun with cheese in it.
Little oil, little mustard.
Just the fun with cheese in it. He said. All right, time for John Henry.
Listen, you guys make fun of me. I would have fit in great in 19th century France. Just putting that out there. With my fromage.
Okay. So this is from Fore River Brewing Company.
Not Four Roses?
No, Fore River.
It's knocking on the door. Sorry. I'll mute it.
John, why is this camera is like going crazy?
Because you don't set it right.
I need to take off that.
You need to put on product showcase.
I have product
And
showcase.
defocus your screen.
Huh?
No, it ain't. Mine's on product showcase. Mine don't act up. Look.
I don't know then. I have it on intelligent.
Yeah, but you get off it.
All right, whatever. So this is a Nitro Milk Stout, and you guys want to guess the ABV? Did you see it already?
You're the guy who drives a Corvette and keeps it in third gear the whole day.
Okay. Do you guys want to guess the ABV or not?
The Stout?
Yeah, it's a Nitro. Nitro Milk Stout. Nitro Milk Stout. And it was canned on 11/9/22. Does that say 22?
5.
Wow.
5.6.
Oh, this is old. Holy crap. $22. I thought it said 24.
Make sure you shake it.
Yeah, you shake it.
Shake?
No, tip it upside down 3 times fast and then pour it.
Turn can upside down and pour.
Yeah. Do it. No, you got to do it and fast.
Whatever. It's fine.
You gonna tell us the ABV?
What did you guys say?
6.5.
And I said 5.6.
Ah! It's 5.2.
No, not turn it upside down.
Turn it upside down.
No.
Hard pour that bitch. Yeah, hard pour it.
No, if I hard, dude, you don't even know.
It's Nitro. It's gonna cascade.
If I poured it any harder than I just did, look at it.
You got to be brave.
You need to have a bigger glass.
Yeah, you got to have a bigger glass and be brave.
Yeah, I don't think I should have got a different glass.
What's
I should have got one of my Guinness glasses. That would have been the smart thing to do. But guess what?
What's ABV?
Man, I'm not smart around here. We just do things. That's why the show has been absolutely terrible. I'm just kidding. Look at that. That ain't an Alex pour. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's working now. There you go. hold it back a little bit. There you go.
Probably the lighting too.
What? No, when you hold it back, that's good. What's the ABV? You never said.
5.2. I did say it. I said it while I was pouring it.
God damn it, Bumpy.
It's very low.
I said 5.2 at once.
Good morning, Josh. Sorry to tell you this, but it's 8 o'clock at night.
Morning somewhere.
Go back to bed because you got work tomorrow. You got school tomorrow.
Actually, 8 o'clock at night is my noon.
All right, well, I'm going to try to get a nose on this. There's a ton of sediment at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. Fresh roasted coffee. A little bit of dark chocolate. It kind of smells like a, it's kind of got like the same aromatics that you would get from like a oatmeal stout. Now that's definitely lactose because it's a milk stout. It's actually not too sweet for being a milk stout. Like especially like Treehouse's milk stouts. Those are like smelling straight up lactose. This you definitely get a little bit more of like the roasty coffee, a little bit of breadiness. It's actually a little bit it's almost a little smoky. It's kind of got a little bit of like a more smoky. Yeah. It smells really nice. I like the fresh coffee aromas. Tanner should really consider fixing his camera. He's losing viewers. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know that. Yeah, it smells good. Let's dive in and try it out. Cheers, guys. Hopefully I can get past his head.
Cheers. That's what she said.
It's pretty good. It's not as rich and chocolatey as I expected it to be. It seems a little bit more lighter bodied. It's almost a little watery in a sense. Getting a little bit more of the malts, a little bit of like some caramel malt in there, touch of some dried fruits, a little bit of a astringency, slight drying finish. Very kind of lighter mouthfeel for a milk stout, for a nitro milk stout. Maybe I'm just too used to having freaking milk stouts on draft at Treehouse. It's probably a bad example to live by, but it's really good. I mean, it's solid, 5.2%, super crushable, very drinkable. You get a touch of the coffee, even like if maybe you didn't like coffee too much. It's a nice coffee flavor. It's not too like bold and dark and rich and decadent like some coffees are. And the sweetness from the malts carries throughout. Lingering, it's actually got a little bit more of the chocolate as it lingers. Get some water. It's actually really good. You know, it actually might be kind of laid back because this is kind of old. I'm not sure how long people have milk stouts for, but this is from 11/9/22. I thought it said 24 or 23 when I picked up the can. Excuse me. I think it held up pretty well. It's pretty drinkable. This is one of those nitro beers that you could probably have. Well, that's the thing though. I'm not really getting much of the milk, the lactose, the milk sugar. It's not really prominent. Because like Guinness Draft isn't a milk stout, right? It's just a nitro stout. I don't think the lactose in this is very noticeable, to be honest with you. I still have to pour the rest of the can. Let's do that really quick.
Oh no, I'm muted. A Guinness Draft is an Irish stout.
Irish stout, nitro, right?
They have it. Yeah, they have the nitro one, and then I think they do have non-nitro too.
Well, wouldn't that just be the foreign extra? Like, I mean, not the foreign, the regular extra, or are they different recipes? Because the extra stout, remember you had the extra stout? That's the original recipe.
Yeah, that's done Irish stout though.
Oh, so the draft is an Irish stout?
Yeah, the one that everybody basically considers Guinness is an Irish stout.
I see what you're saying. You guys got any other beers to review, or are you just hanging out?
Just hanging. I don't got anything else.
I'm still finishing this one.
That's all right. You still got some time. I got one more beer.
I'll pour another beer, but I'm not going to review it.
That's fine. Fore River Brewing Company. So these guys are out of Portland, Maine, South Portland. Quality beer, locally crafted in South Portland, Maine. Brewed by Fore River Brewing Co., 35 Park Ave. It tells you how to pour it on the side there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, pour it, unlike Tanner did.
Yeah, don't pour it with me.
See how it's got the can directly vertical over the glass?
Yeah, but if I did that, I picked the wrong glass.
That's not our fault.
I know it's not. It's my fault.
You disrespected the brewer. You disrespected the brewery.
Oh
You disrespected every fan of nitro beers.
The style.
You disrespected the style.
This is what happens when you make podcast guys beer reviewers. This is what happens when podcast guys
make a whole. Me and Mike are going to review a nitro beer, and the whole video is just going to be talking about how you inadequately poured a nitro beer on your.
That's fine with me. That's more promotion for me. Go right for it. Thanks for the
but the whole time we'll butcher your name. It won't even be the correct name.
That's perfectly fine. I made a fool of myself tonight. I don't think anybody can make me look worse. You can't say anything about me that I haven't said in the mirror already, Dan.
It'll be hashtag West Coast LQ reviews.
Yeah.
Dirty Tanner.
Danny Tanner.
What's the energy drink? What are they called? West Coast Fore Loco reviews.
I just had a zero sugar Zella. That was pretty good.
That'll be my alter ego. I'm gonna start a new channel. I'm gonna call it West Coast Fore Loco reviews and only review Fore Locos. Are there enough? just gonna be a channel with only Fore Loco reviews on it.
It should be West Coast MQ reviews, where you just do West Coast malt liquors. Malt liquor.
MLQ.
Yeah,
it's my alter ego. Malt.
Today we try some St. Ides.
I think Joe needs to just start doing Equilibrium reviews only.
You know what's funny? I just got an EQ beer in the mail.
From Equilibrium?
I don't know if I'm going to review it or not.
Oh, did you guys see I bought a homebrew kit?
No. Don't do it.
I already did.
You already brewed?
I bought it last night. I need bottles. It was I got 20% off. So it was $120.
What beer did you include? What beer did you include?
Hank's Hefeweizen.
A Hefeweizen?
Yeah. I like them.
It's a good one to start off with.
That's what Beer Man said too.
You have to really mess up to make a Hefeweizen taste bad.
You know what's crazy about Heffies and Belgian beers in general? It's the one style that everybody drinks that when they drink it, they say, man, I don't buy too much of these. I haven't had one in a while. This is very refreshing. I'll buy more. And then you never buy more. It's so odd.
It's because there's so much out there. And you always look at
it's just like there's no other style that does that though. It's so weird.
I mean, unless you really like hams, you know.
What? What's hams got to do with a Belgian?
Because you said
your ham's got nothing to do with me. I ain't trying to hear that.
You always say how you're gonna go back to something, but you don't normally do that. You go to something new. And I said, unless you really like hams.
Oh goodness. Well, I've done all I can do for this camera.
Yeah, this beer, I mean, it's very it's kind of lackluster like the last one. I mean, it's a milk stout. So maybe
I'm not sure you can judge that.
That it's not super milk sugar forward. It's also kind of old.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can judge that beer.
I mean, I still give it like a B. I still give it like
What'd
an
you say, 5.1%?
5.2.
5.2?
Yeah,
5.2%
like
Nitro stout that's a year old.
It's more than a year old, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's from 11/22/2022.
Like, if it was a big Imperial, you definitely could.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I would still give it like B range. I would still give it maybe like B going towards B minus, like 80, 83, something around there. It's not bad. Definitely would. I feel like it would be better if it was fresher, but
yeah,
it was a single, and I think it was like $4. So whatever. It's not terrible. It's not a drain pour, so I'm not complaining. And I'm trying to steer away from drinking too many IPAs. It's a lot. Like when I do rate that beer, it's a lot of what I review is the IPAs. So I'm trying to
do more
of a variety.
You can't handle more variety.
Look, you're scaring Paul. Relax.
Oh, by the way, I opened up that ginger barreled and nice or whatever it was. As Mike said, and I want to quote Mike here because I really don't want to not quote Mike.
I saw that.
It's not how you pour a beer like this.
Okay, so the ginger spice and barrel, the nice, that Founder's barley wine that I got for $5 for the 4-pack. To quote Mike, this tastes like a dollar store Christmas candle melted into a half glass of Listerine. I agree.
Sounds pretty bad.
It's pretty awful.
Yeah, what's the ABV on it?
12.8.
Just add some whiskey, it'll be fine. Right? It's the
No, you know what I'm going to do?
Lucia.
I got 2 bottles. I'm going to put it down in the basement, and if I'm still here in 4 years, I'll open one up and see what happens.
Or you could just cuvee into something that you know it's going to be better. Like a stout.
I'm not going to disrespect the other beer by doing that.
You can just get like Old Rasputin or something.
It's disrespect.
It is. Well, it would cut through that because Old Rasputin is nice and roasty and bitter.
I want to see what the age does. I think that'd be a
for
good.
all that freaking
Like seriously though, like
crap.
As my friend says, don't F with barley wines. What are we doing?
Barley wines are awesome. Barley wine. I actually was introduced to barley wine because of Beerman's show. This was the last style that he did on his I Like Your Style, where he picked a style in for the whole month. You had to go out and look for a beer in that style. So with barley wine, you had to go for like it was like 4 weeks, right? So each week you had to go and find a style.
Yeah, it kind of got
played out.
It was like because you don't find like a lot of barley wines all the time.
It's hard,
It was like
hard.
Barley wine after barley wine after. It was like I found 2. I'm not gonna find one for the 3rd week.
Yeah, it was hard. It was cool though. Even your show with the Multi Monday, I was trying to find that friggin' what was it, ESB, and then like a month later, all I saw ESB, and I literally I went to like 10. I went to maybe like 10 stores that day. Not even lying. I went to a lot of stores, and they were all like, no. Like, are you kidding me? And then, like I said, a month later, ESB. That was the last one you did, right? The ESB? I believe so. As far as
I don't know. I came back and did a few more ones that were harder.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think ESB was the last one you did. Because that was a really hard one for people to find. So I think it's going to be possibly me, you, and Beerman. Does Beerman have the whiskey?
What if I like take a bottle and write a post-it note on it and say 1783?
I think that'll work.
Why do you have a? Do you have a? The hell is it, Evan Williams? Do you have a regular Evan Williams?
I have just the ones we've done before, the black label and then the bottle and bond.
This is really smoky.
The bottle and bond is probably exactly the same thing, right?
No.
Just higher proof.
No, it's a small batch, so they're using a smaller barrel blend.
You know, Larceny's small batch too.
Yeah, small batch. You never know. But supposedly they're using a smaller barrel blend. Lower ABV, less barrels. We'll see if it's much of a difference. Still no age statement, whereas the bottle of bonds aged for 4 years.
I'll probably just go play a video game or something.
I mean, you can come up and hang out with us if you want. I don't care. I don't care if you, well, I mean, you can come up and hang out with us if you want. I don't care. It's fine with me. It's not like I haven't had Alex. Alex came on my show and hung out the entire show and didn't review a damn thing the other day. I didn't care.
No, it's all good.
Well, it's probably not going to be too long, considering it's probably only going to be me and Bumpy, and I don't even know if Beer Man's got it this time. So we'll see what happens.
I know Beer Man was talking about we were talking about maybe doing that Willitized, but
yeah, there was some discussion on the double cloud candy with BJ. I don't know what happened to that. I thought he was doing that. Bumpy, didn't he say that? Oh, Tuesday. Oh, tomorrow.
So tomorrow at 7.
Okay. I thought he said tonight.
No, if it was tonight, I wouldn't have been able to even attempt.
Did you get it?
I've had it before at the Packy, so I mean, I'm going to look when I go tomorrow.
Yeah, I looked where they had this, and I didn't see it. I found the regular one. Thought it'd be cool too.
I'm only going to do it if I can buy a single can. If it's only a 4-pack, I'm not buying a 4-pack. I had bad experience with the first one I bought.
Have you tried the regular cloud candy?
Yeah. That's why I bought the double cloud candy, was because I like the regular one. So I was like, ooh, the double one's going to be even better. And it was like oxidized. Gross.
It's unfortunate.
So it's funny, like when BJ asked me, he's like, hey, have you ever had double cloud candy? And I'm like, yeah, I have, and I didn't like it. He's like, oh, great. Well, Alex and I are going to be doing a panel. You can join if you want. I'm just got done saying I didn't like it, but all right.
What is it? Sounds like a pipe dream beer.
It's Mighty Squirrel.
Same thing.
We're out of Massachusetts.
You don't like Mighty Squirrel, Dan? We had them?
No.
Oh.
They just sound...
Dan doesn't like anything from Massachusetts. He doesn't like Treehouse.
I used to call him that in high school. That's why he's not a fan.
Here's the thing. It's kind of weird. Every time I have Treehouse, it gets progressively worse.
Really?
Treehouse has gotten worse. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're IPAs at least. Like the first time I had a Julius, I'm like, holy crap. First time I had a green, holy crap. Same thing with Hayes. And every time I've had them ever since, and I've had time in between because obviously I don't get them a lot. It's just been kind of like, yeah. Like the one last Julius I had, I was like, holy shit, it's EQ juice. Like it was a bit malty. Kind of was like, eh.
Yeah, I had. Well,
every time I go back,
it wasn't really what I remember.
Yeah. Anytime I go over to John's house and he has a Treehouse beer, which is often or was often. He'd like open up this beer and he's like raving about, and he opens up and pours it. I'm like, that looks oxidized. It's like, no. And then he started drinking it. And it's like, damn it, Bumpy. Every time that you say a beer looks like this, and it starts tasting that way. And it's like,
here's the thing. Anytime I've had the opportunity to get Treehouse recently,
I still buy those.
Recently, I mean like last year. I've opted to get different beers, not IPAs. I've talked like Pilsners, Porters, some of their one-offs. Like they made an ESB. I was like, oh shit, some stouts. And their IPAs I've gotten, I've tended to get not their mainstream stuff.
Well, cheers, guys.
Well, cheers.
So for the last beer, we got by Bissell Brothers.
Well, you only got like 12 minutes to drink that.
I know. I don't have to drink the whole thing in 12 minutes. You guys want to guess the ABV? It's called the Substance Ale.
That's the first Bissell I've ever had.
6.8%.
What do you think, Dan?
I can't remember. I want to say it's like 7 something.
Maine Malt House, brewed and canned by Bissell Brothers Brewing Company LLC, Portland, Maine.
I want to go to Maine, though.
Oh, we had 2 Maine beers tonight, then, huh?
Actually, one of my favorite Bissell beer is their Lux, which is a rye IPA.
It's 6.6%.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, I was close. 7.
Come on.
Hold it further back.
I'm trying.
Right there. Hold. Okay, further.
Up. All right. We're not trying to anymore. 11. No, 12. 12. Sorry, I knew it was first on that. 12/21. See, I don't have a problem with the date. 12/21. So a couple months. Let's crack it open. Pour it up. The Substance Ale, and it doesn't say IPA or anything. It just says ale. The Substance Ale.
Yeah.
Creation 2 years in the making represents the past, present, and the future of the beer, drawing from the wealth and knowledge of those that came before us while creating something entirely our own. Waves of hop flavor permeate the senses as you consume the substance. We started Bissell Brothers for one reason, to use the short time that we have to live to make something awesome and share it with the world. Thank you for enjoying the fruits of our labors. It's pretty cool. If you want to check them out, you can go to bissellbrothers.com.
I'd highly recommend.
Holy.
There you go. If you don't have enough light by your camera, that's what it is. There's too much light in the background.
What a joke. Let me turn this up.
No, it's not. It's the angle.
Okay.
We gotta talk about your focus settings. We'll do it at some point.
What a nightmare. All right, let's pour this up.
Tanner, if you ever see the Lux, that's a really special beer.
By them?
Yeah, it's a rye IPA. Yeah. Here, let me look it up. Knock, knock, knock.
Poured way too aggressive again. What does it mean with the terrible pours tonight? Looks pretty nice. Looks like it's going to be more of like a hazy IPA. Golden orange. Is that your door or is...
Yeah, who do you think it is, bro?
I didn't know if it was coming from Bumpy. His camera's off.
You ever see that can? Buy it.
Nice.
I missed that TQ. I shattered it. It's other half bagels and schmear.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I poured kind of a darker, hazy golden orange color. Good amount of effervescence. You get about 3 finger thick white head on top. Nose. I got peach so far. You smell the can. Let me pull a beer, man. Oh, there we go. Peach, pineapple, hop resin, a little bit of breadiness, malty sweetness. A little bit of like a tart acidity, a little bit of like a lemon lime. Smells pretty good. Let's dive in, try it out. That looks really good. I wasn't expecting that color. A little bit more citrus forward on the palate.
It's old school.
It's got a little bit of that like orange peel, slight pithy bitterness, drying finish.
Doesn't it remind you of like Hetty? Like Alchemist as a whole, though.
Yeah, it's kind of it's got a little bit of that. It's got a little bit of the like dank hop resin, but you can tell that it's been in the can for a couple months, so it's not super green, but it was green once. If that makes any sense. But yeah, peach is definitely really prominent. I got a little bit of melon there, lingering melon. Very nice mouthfeel. Say about like medium bodied. Carbonation is like a touch of like a spritzy aspect to it. Say about lighter side of medium carbonation. Now I'm getting a little bit more of the malts. A little bit more of that like honey-like sweetness. That kind of like cereal grain aspect is starting to show up a little bit more.
Oh wow!
This is actually really good. I do like this. And I think for me personally, I don't know, maybe I'm getting older, maybe I'm just getting used to craft beer in general. Like super hop saturated New England IPAs, I enjoy, but I do appreciate some of the more malt forward ones, the ones that have a little bit more of like a crisp, cleaner finish, cleaner taste. Not cleaner, but you know what I mean, just a little bit more crisper,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more laid back, less filling. This is really good. Which it kind of blows my mind too, because like this can art, it's a little, I don't know, it's a little confusing. I feel like some people that are like new to craft beer wouldn't expect to get this out of that. And this is a really, really good beer. Like the presentation of this is awesome. Like that looks freaking phenomenal.
When I was first getting into hazies, that was one of the beers I found. I was like, oh man, this is really good.
Yeah. I like
but
it.
It's really
definitely
it is kind of like old school though, like Alchemist, Lawson's. It's got that kind of northeastern kind of old school kind of.
I give it like a 92. I think it deserves like a 92. Now we're kind of cutting it close here. What happened, Dan? I don't know what happened there. But yeah, so we are kind of cutting it close here. We got the whiskey examination coming up. Hopefully Dan comes back. I don't know what happened there. I think maybe he hit the wrong button. But haven't had Urquell. Oh, there he is. Wrong button.
Yep.
So yeah. I think we're just gonna we're probably not gonna do shout outs. I'm just gonna say shout out to these guys. Check out FLX Beer Reviews, Dan and Mike, and then also check out Bumpy Road Brews. Awesome guys. Appreciate you guys coming on here, reviewing beer with me. It's been fun. We're gonna go do a whiskey examination, so make sure you follow us over there, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the Evan Williams 1783 small batch. And then yeah, we'll probably hang out off air afterwards after that. So, you gonna say something, Dan?
I was gonna say I might see you off air. So.
Yeah. Quick shout out to the chat. Middle Frew. Cheers, Paul. Last Beer, Josh. Luke John. Cheers, man. Kettleheads Barbecue and Beer. Cheers, Chris. And Mr. B's Homebrew and Beer. Cheers, Vermol. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you guys for stopping by, checking out the channel here, watching me review some beers, and other panel members as well. We're probably going to be doing this again next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so look out for that. And yeah, make sure you go check us out with the whiskey examination, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, coming up here in a few minutes. And yeah, there you have it. If there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe my upcoming videos. Like a beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Cheers, Dan. And cheers, Bumpy, even though you're not there right now. Oh, what does it got? Is that fill in? Nice. Cheers.